And good Thursday morning to you. I hope your day is going well as we started out at 67 degrees. It's going to be climbing before it's all said and done today. Expected to be about 17 degrees warmer than it is right now. We'll reach a high of 84 by late afternoon. So that is up and coming today. A warm day in store for us. How are you? I hope all is well in your world as we begin this. Now, our rain is out to the west and should stay there. I don't expect the Meridian area to get any at all today. That is great news. But Natchez area, and we'll dig into that in radar here in just a moment and show you where that rain is moving kind of to the northwest away from us. So if you're going to be in southwestern Mississippi today, you might get wet. We'll look at that here in just a moment. I was looking over a few things, and with this government money that has been put out there and everything, this one I don't get. I don't see how this qualifies. If you'll look at this, racing, it looks as though $30 million is going to go toward repairing Rockingham and Charlotte. How does that fit in? Jimmy Carter shared that earlier this morning. Interesting, but that's tax dollars being spent, and I don't quite understand how all that can happen, but that's what happens behind the scenes. We also found out the National Weather Service released this late yesterday afternoon that the weather that rolled through Clark County was a tornado. An EF1 is what they've rated it at 90-mile-an-hour peak winds. It was a mile and a half long and 150 yards wide that hit the housing project there that was in Quitman. So thankfully, that's all the damage. No one was hurt, a miracle. And again, that was one that was not even listed, that was shared by the National Weather Service. So that's two over the last month that never got a tornado warning that were. We had one out in the out near Freeman Tractor a while back. That last storm we got that was a tornado, and there was never a warning issued. So always be on your P's and Q's as we work through this. That was kind of scary, isn't it? Yeah. All right, let's turn and do a little weather this morning.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Let's first pull up a radar here where you can see where the rain is this morning. Then we'll get to some good mornings. There's a few folks watching this morning. As we look at this, we've got showers coming in from the Gulf, and this is pretty much tracking through New Orleans, these areas, through Lafayette and Baton Rouge. And we do expect the Natchez area where it could get some flash flooding today. But this area of Alexandria, all through here, is going to be a wet day for these folks. So keep that in mind, but that's way away from the Meridian area. And this will drift on up through Shreveport, Texarkana, and just kind of stay on the path that it's on now. As you set this into motion this morning, you'll see that this is just slowly going away from us and will not be affecting us, which is good. We do need some sunshine to dry everything back out and get things to a norm. All right, as we look at this across the United States, all that goes up through Oklahoma City, let's look at our severe weather possibilities over the next couple of days here. And for today, again, this stays way away from Mississippi. The worst of the weather is going to be up in South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, and those areas there, and with one threat going through Iowa and Minnesota and these areas here. So no worries in our part. Some light showers out to our west, as we said. As we go to day two of the possibility of severe weather, we show that we don't show anything with it turned off, do we? Again, out to our west, and the worst is going to be in Wyoming, up here through the Dakotas, and then another chance up here in the Wisconsin area. And that's going to be on Friday. As we look to the weekend, let's look and see what's happening there. We're still good. Look at that. All of the deep south there is clear. Louisiana gets a little bit here, but across Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, we're still in the clear. New Mexico getting the worst of the weather on Saturday. So we've got a good-looking forecast coming up for us. So that's all great news, isn't it? Let me say a good morning going out this morning to Bree Parker. She says it's Happy Friday Eve, and it is. Sure like those weekends. You can't beat them. Terry Ray, good morning to you, along with Miss Beth Vick is watching. Thank you so much. Sandy White is up stirring today, getting ready, along with Arena Bonner. Morning to you also. Donna Sue Pebbles, good Friday Eve on this beautiful morning. It is gorgeous out there, isn't it? If you hadn't had a chance, walk outside and take a look. It's gorgeous. You'll love it. Claudine Baskin, good morning to you, along with Shirley Gardner. Miss Janice Bounds is watching. Donna Redmond is up today. Miss Sylvia Stewart and Terry Carter Good morning to everyone. She passes that along with Danny Simon as well. Thank you. Appreciate each and every one of y'all watching today. Means a lot. Do appreciate that as we get this day underway. Candace will be joining me here in just a little bit, about 8:30, and we'll go deeper of the stories that are going on across America. And there's a bunch of them. They're after Trump again. They're doing anything that could slow that pace for that 24 election. We'll get into all of that this morning also, of some of the tactics that's going on. Tell you, it's rough out there. Let's talk about our friends at Master Flow Plumbing, and they'll help you out. Their area is from the Hattiesburg area all the way to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. If you need somebody that's going to take care of you, they do a wonderful job here. So you've got a problem under your home, they can tunnel in and fix that, repair it, put it back to the way it was to begin with. If you've got a pipe that's leaking in the yard that maybe a delivery truck is squished, busted up. This was a plumbing line that come out here, your main sewer line. Had all those old pipes in there. They cracked, they replaced them, as well as making joints. Maybe a joint was put in the years before and broke. If you need a whole new water line from the house all the way to the road, they can also do that as well. And this is, again, one of those tunnel jobs to where you get in there, a house that was built probably 90s below, where they still use metal pipes in them, rusted out. That's underneath there, and where they're having to go in and replace all of that stuff. It's a mess under there. Of course, that can cause a slab leak. Come in your house, ooh, that's rough. They can do all of that, from simple jobs of replacing handles, and if you need to have your drains cleaned, $125. Now, they don't charge anything extra for coming. It's just $125 to do it, and they're going to guarantee it for 60 days. So that's not bad at all. And they also take care of water heaters, toilets, replacing that. And if you need some towel work done, they'll do that also. This is a job that they've done there in the bathroom, completely redid it. Here's a shower, looks great. They can do all that and more. Master Flow Plumbing, again, they take care of Hattiesburg area all the way to the Gulf Coast with 36 years experience. Talk to Galen, 228-870-0471. He'll tell you more about exactly what they do. All right, as we turn now to what else we've got going on with the weather, we go back and look at our record highs and record lows on this date. 1962, who remembers that? It was 97 on this date. Back in 2002, we had a low of 40. And that doesn't seem to be a 21, 19. Yeah, that's been a spell ago also. Time seems to get away from us. As we look at today's forecast, as you'll see, only in that southwest corner do we even have a slight chance. This is this Natchez area where we'll most likely get rain today. This area through here, a smidgen of a chance through the Vicksburg area. As we jump across the Alabama state line, all clear. No mention of rain anywhere on that. And as we pull this up, this is where I was talking about here on the map a minute ago, where that storms are rolling through the New Orleans area. There is a chance right around here, around Natchez, to where they could get some heavy rains today. Outside of that, the state of Mississippi looks great, and it'll stay well to the west of our area. Thumbs up on that. We won't have to worry about that. As we look at our temperatures over the next few days, look at this. It's going to be warm as we see those 90s. That's what that's all about there. You get up to the Carolinas, even worse than it is here in Mississippi and Alabama. But expect those temperatures to climb out to our west. Californian places is going to be kind of normal for the next 10 days. As we look at this forecast, and let's get into a detail of what we've got going on here. For today, our high is 84. We'll get to 87. And look at this. As we go toward the weekend, we get into Sunday, 91, 92, on into next week. It's going to be warm. But there's no mention of rain whatsoever. So if you've got outdoor activities planned this weekend, it's perfect for that. Racing action coming up out at Whynot Saturday night. 88 degrees, 62 for a low. You couldn't ask for anything any better than that. So perfect weather on that. Let's go ahead and jump into another week as we wind down the month of May. Still into the 90s, right up until, I don't know if you can consider that really cooler or not, but 89 coming in on the 1st of June. Chance of showers there, but it's going to be warm, and I think we're making a trend toward being in that 90-degree weather for the rest of the year as we go toward June. Oh boy, it's going to be June, July is going to be some humdingers. So that's our forecast for this morning. As I said, join me back here in just a little bit as Candace will join us as we get ready for another fun-filled day of headlines and things that are going on that affect you. We'll talk about all of that here in just a little while. Wanted to say, Beth Vick, she said, sun is shining this morning at my house. And that is a good thing. Good morning from Hickory. We say good morning to Miss Flora Overstreet. LaWanda Grantham is up stirring around also. And Miss Ruth Key joined us. Thank you for being a part of this each day. Big thank you to all the sponsors that help us out each day with this. Again, We'll be back at 8:30 for all your details of headline stories and things this morning at 8:30. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you here in just a little while.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by